Yeah, I got a lasagna in the oven.
Hi, everybody. Lasagna is incoming, apparently.
It's a new phrase.
Welcome back. Is that a euphemism, Chris?
No, I literally
Are
have a
you sure?
lasagna in the oven.
That's amazing. Will that keep you awake, maybe?
Perhaps.
No,
We can
I
hope.
think it's gonna put him in a food coma.
Okay, we're back. Season 1, Week 2, Part 2.
Lasagna.
We're off to see the army or the guard or something. We're off.
Yeah.
We're something.
All right.
To town.
So, with your knowledge on this, going to the foreign quarter, to the military offices and speaking to the clerk there will probably be your best bet for informing them.
Mm-hmm.
And as for informing the town guard, you'll probably want to go by the sheriff's office, and that's here in Old Town.
Okay. Sheriff's office first,
All right.
because we're already in Old Town, right?
Yeah, you're in Old Town.
Oh, I know where the sheriff's office is. I'm there often.
I imagine so.
Who said that?
Yeah, no, I'm not following that one. Y'all will know the sheriff in town is one of the town lords, Ulrich Cheselton.
Oh, Rick Cheselton.
Do we call him Chester?
That's up to you.
It's like old Greg, old Rick.
Yeah,
Old Rick. I'm old Greg.
he has a lot of the same
Mannerisms.
Hey there,
Mannerisms.
muscly paper boy.
Does he do watercolors?
Oh goodness.
You got a strong arm there, muscly paper boy.
Okay, so I'm not doing that with the sheriff, but congratulations on now defining the manager of Greg Mart, which is in town, by the way. Gregor's Grocers
Chris, you do it
became
the
Greg
best.
Mart. So, yeah, that's happening. Anyway,
Old Greg.
yeah.
Got his shoe full of Baileys.
You ever drink Baileys from a shoe?
I'm sorry.
It's okay. It's fine. I can manage. I can roll with it. So all of you, Maevis, you going with them? I didn't know if you were planning to stay here with Laura alone.
Come on, Maevis, get into some trouble with us.
Yeah, I was looking for Lana. Sorry, I was typing in old Greg as Gregor's Greg.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. You all take your drinks to go. Everyone has a shoe of Bailey's.
It's the thing around.
Yeah.
It's
It's a
like
very popular drink.
it's like Das Boot.
Yeah. That's right. Oh no.
Oh yeah.
I'm literally losing things. So you head to the sheriff's office first. You are actually greeted by the clerk at the front of the and it's a 2-story building in the center of Old Town. The clerk sees you coming in. Most of you will recognize her. And believe it or not, this is a randomly generated name. It's Beatrice Corney.
So corny.
Yeah. So, middle-aged Beatrice coming in. Can I help you?
Good afternoon, Beatrice.
Good morning, Beatrice. No, it's afternoon, right? Isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's afternoon.
It's morning for me.
Yes. Oh, good morning, Finias. Up and about, we see.
Yeah, I actually made it up before the sun went down today.
We had 2 complaints on you, actually. I assume the standard will occur. She slides them across to you. And
2 complaints? What are you talking about?
oh, don't play coy with me.
No, seriously. I have to keep track of this stuff. There's so much I do wrong.
Apparently, one of your latest elixirs actually does something.
That's different. I mean,
According to the complaint, the farmer stated that he wasn't able to get off the can for 3 whole days.
What was the elixir supposed to do?
Let's see here. It was a hair tonic?
Did
Oh,
he
yeah, that guy.
drink it? I can't be held responsible if they don't read the instructions.
It says that there were no clear warnings on the label.
I'm pretty sure there was. Did you see the label?
All right, then. That takes care of this one. But as to the other, can I expect payment?
I don't know. What was that one?
A weight loss elixir.
Was that one also in the toilet? Because functioning as intended, I think.
No, it seems that she was out cold for 2 days.
Oh, so the
It worked as intended.
reduced calorie intake. I believe it's working.
She just takes it and turns it functioning as intended. So.
I can't be held responsible if they don't read the instructions or the directions or how it works.
Well, I assume you're not in here to combat these complaints. How can I help you? She thought she had some money. She's a little bit upset.
Is the sheriff in
Seeing-
today by chance, Beatrice?
One sec, Fleur. Seeing the disappointment, I slip her a gold.
Always a pleasure.
You've
Finias.
always been good to me, B. Thanks for understanding.
She pockets the coin. No, I'm afraid Lord Cheselton's out this morning.
Is one of his deputies in?
They got shot.
They're all about their various quarters. I can take any complaints that you might have. She looks over to Finias.
Not me this time. 100% not me this time.
Well, my name is Fleur. I'm from the Temple of, yeah.
I've never heard of that god.
Fleur, have you never
Kilmore,
ever
you're
seen
a
the sheriff?
Kilmorite? I know who you are, Fleur.
Yes. I had 2 bodies dropped off at the temple today, and they seem to be the work of the Scorched Earth Band. Which was, I'm sure you're familiar with it. That is what the Silvery Moon Army had called them. They were located. These bodies were brought in by followers of Elistray.
She's taking all the notes down. All right. And in what quarter were they found?
The Northern Woods.
The
The
drawn
Northern
quarter.
Woods. You see, she finishes writing that, puts a stamp on it, takes that and sets it on the back counter. I'll see that that's distributed.
Thank you.
Job's done.
Perception, Svetlana. You notice when she stamped it quickly, the stamp says out of jurisdiction.
Okay, I need to roll perception.
No,
Okay.
just your passive is high enough.
Okay.
That you noticed that when she stamped it and then put it in the back, that it said out of jurisdiction on the form.
Okay. At the moment, I'm not gonna say anything. I'm gonna wait till we're out of earshot of her.
Okay. I recommend that you also turn this complaint into the military offices.
That is the next place we're heading. I was just informing you of the ongoings outside of town.
Yeah, so thank you very much for that. Always informative, Fleur.
Very well. Blessings upon you. You have a good day. And she'll leave.
Yeah, as your if only, Fleur.
Mm-hmm. soon as he
Alright.
leaves, he's off to the army. Wondering to himself, well, that was useful.
So you all step out then, I'm guessing? Anyone stay in and talk? Or are you waiting to get outside so you can talk to Fleur then?
Yes.
I'll
Okay.
tip my hat to B as I leave.
Okay.
I do like fancy spin and walk out the door.
All right.
Always do everything with a flourish.
Yep.
It's Finias. He's nothing if not a showman.
Some would say the greatest.
Uh-huh.
So at this point, would we be out of earshot of Miss Beatrice?
Yes, once you're outside, you're out of your shot.
That old hag is not going to help at all.
No, I know. The moment that she just turned around and said, ever the most helpful. Yeah.
How did you know?
It was her tone and the snotty attitude.
Well, I don't need a snotty attitude to tell me that I saw it clearly on the paper that she is not intending to help.
Well, the town has been informed. Let's go inform the army. That way we can hopefully catch these.
She will not inform the town.
Why is she not informing the town?
Because it is out of jurisdiction.
Oh.
Well, then maybe we can turn around and catch one of the deputies on patrol.
The deputies that work in the same department?
Yes.
Do you honestly think they will treat it any differently?
Wouldn't they have the same jurisdiction?
They would, but at least it would be informed further than a little stamp on a piece of paper on the back counter that's never looked at again.
What are you
Did you
guys
not-
arguing?
Did you not see all the other papers on back there?
He's
Maybe we
woman.
should tell
don't
the
think he
army.
will.
Maybe it's
That's where
inside.
we're going,
I know.
to the army.
Okay. Okay, let's do that. What was that, Maevis?
Oh, nothing.
I don't know if you
I tried to answer you. I don't know if you heard it though.
No, I didn't hear.
Oh.
What was said? I didn't hear either of you.
Oh. Whenever you asked, what are you arguing about? She'll kind of snap over and say, these idiot people will not help us. There are people going to attack the city soon.
How do we know that?
If they are as close as they say, it is quite possible they will try to attack this place.
Who's they?
Some horrible people who go and they attack villages and towns and they destroy everything. They burn everyone to the ground. They steal everything they can and they move on.
Dragons?
I do not know what they are. I've never actually seen them. I have only seen their destruction.
Fleur called them the Scorched Earth Band.
That is a nickname. It is not what they actually go by. No one truly know their name.
That's what
But
everybody
if you say
knows them
that
by.
name, that is widely understood who they are. From those who actually know who they are. Where is the military?
Over on the West Bank?
We should tell them as soon as possible.
Okay. So y'all make your way to the foreign quarter?
I don't see why not.
I'm nodding and tipping my hat to
Onward to the
all the
foreign
people we
quarter.
pass.
All right. Yeah, you do pass by quite a few citizens going about their business. When you get to the military's offices there, you're going to see a woman outside crying. She's roughly, you're going to guess, early 40s.
If you
And she doesn't even pay attention to you as you're coming up.
I rush ahead of the party and just say, if you excuse me, I have work to do.
Okay.
And I'll rush up and just go to her and say, oh my, Whatever is the matter, young lady?
They're not going to get there in time. Our farm was attacked. My husband stayed back to fight them off. I came to get help, but they won't get there in time.
Who's they?
She points back towards the military office.
And where's your farm?
We're south of the city, about 3 miles out.
You said 3 miles out. I don't think anybody's going to get there in time. Is your husband a skilled fighter?
He's a potato farmer, and she starts crying again. She just leans up.
I don't know. I'm like, I don't know what he did in a past life. Apparently nothing.
Couldn't even say that with a straight face.
He took the best mule in a hoe and started to fight off the goblins.
I didn't hear about the goblin thing, did I?
Mm-mm.
Okay. Well, that's no good. Here, take this. This will help.
Okay, what do you give her?
Just a random vial of fluid. It's just water. It's colored water.
Colored water?
Yeah. This will make you feel better.
Okay.
Jesus.
She takes it, thanks you, and gulps it down between the sobs.
My friends and I may be able to help, but we'll check with the guards in here first.
Thank you.
As we walk past this lady, I'm just going to be kind of looking at her almost in disbelief that she just randomly accepted a vial of unknown liquid from a stranger and willingly gulped it down.
Mm-hmm. He
Very
seems nice.
Here, drink this.
Well, let's see. Where is it?
You've seen Finias work before.
Oh yeah,
no,
she's totally okay with it.
It's partly disbelief that she actually did that, and part disbelief of how easily he was able to accomplish it.
Yeah, he's a smooth operator. So you head into the military offices. You see the clerk there, and some of you know this guy. His name is Thenry Dooley.
Henry Dooley. Thanry Dooley.
Would you say he's an officer in rank?
He ranks a lieutenant.
So he's an officer.
Lieutenant.
He's an officer.
Officer Dooley.
Mm-hmm. Officer Dooley.
Excellent.
And you see he is frantically going about writing things, stamping, and handing off to pages that run off in different directions. He sees you coming in. Well, actually hears the bell as the door opens, looks up, thinks he has enough time, finishes writing something else, hands it to another page. Yes?
Officer Thanley.
Dooley.
Butcher that. Immediately. Officer Dooley.
Officer friendly.
Yeah. Anyways, officer's name.
Uh-huh. Insert officer name here. Yes. Insert paladin name here.
Exactly. I had 2 bodies dropped off this morning at the church. They were both deeply charred to a point to where they're unrecognizable in terms of race or gender. Their possessions were stolen. There was up north of town. They were dropped off by the followers of Elistray. From my time there in the Silvery Moon Army, it looks like it's the work of the Scorched Earth Band. And it is of north of town.
Is he sleeping?
No, you see, he's just gonna. All right.
Constipated. I got some for that.
I'll send some troops north as well. Why not? Show up right now. Oh, be ready for a large shipment tomorrow morning, I'm sure.
Did we hear something from the lady outside about goblins attacking a farm south of town?
A farm? A farm? They're everywhere south of town.
Is there anything that the church can do to help?
Well, I don't know. You might ask the church. You mean your church? Yes. Be ready to perform last rites on every farmer south of town.
Have you sent anybody south of town to help?
So far, I have dispatched 2 units south, but they're not going to be able to cover all of this.
Are you hiring mercenaries to assist right now?
Are you offering? He pulls a bag of gold up and sets it on the table.
Why, yes, I am.
Why, yes, we are. I'll need you to sign these. He puts some documents across the table to you.
Fleur, sign those.
Stamp. Boom. 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 Okay.
So just you are going?
Yeah, just him.
Oh, okay.
I don't sign things.
Fleur is a him?
Her, just her. Damn it.
It explains when you left me that bruise in the training yard.
I'm just gonna call you Zer from here on out.
Cool.
You lost your mic just then.
See?
And it's back. Like magic.
I know, right?
Magic Mike. All right. So you don't sign things. This is for payment. Everyone that's going to be paid for this will have to fill this out. It's nothing big. It's just a waiver of liability.
Okay,
That's fine. I understand.
fine.
Liability of what?
Death.
Death or dismemberment, insanity, various other turned into an ooze. It's all covered in there.
I'm sure that being turned into an ooze has a great story behind it, but
Yeah, that clause had to be added 3 weeks ago.
Is there anything hinky going on in this contract? I ask him.
No, it just states that if anything happens to you, that we're not responsible for your injury, dismemberment, or to pay for your funeral. Nor are we responsible for going to retrieve your remains.
Do I believe him?
Yes.
Okay. He seems on the up and up, guys. And ladies. Ladies and Foedrin.
Do I,
okay. Well,
do I sense do I sense that he's not telling us something? What would I roll? Was there be insight?
Oh yeah, it should have been insight. I rolled the wrong one.
Insight, yeah.
It's the same. It's the same ability for me anyway, so it's still a 12.
Oh, fuck.
He's totally honest.
So he hands you 2 documents, Foedrin.
That sounds good to me.
I'm going to read the document.
The first document that you get is the waiver of responsibility for the army for your actions or what you might do. You're not doing it in their name. You're doing it to get paid.
Right.
The second one is an enlistment form that says optional at the top.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Do we really have time for forms right now?
You see, he just kind of stops.
Lives are at stake.
There are always time for forms. There's a
People's
proper
lives
way to do things.
are at stake.
But I would catch that, wouldn't I? I mean, I'm at least to have an intelligence of 15.
You can, if you're going to read it, yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so I'm reading it.
Yeah, you catch it.
Hey, wait a minute. What are you trying to pull here, guy?
Nothing. It's a standard waiver and optional enlistment.
I'm not enlisted in your army.
Then don't sign the second one. I've just got
Well,
to
I'm not.
include it.
Just so you know, guys, right here. And he points it out to everybody. You already signed it.
Fleur will sign the first page, and then she's going to ask where were the troops dispatched to.
Give me that back.
Didn't Fleur
Okay.
already sign the papers?
Yeah.
I
yeah,
tear
Fleur
up,
already signed. You heard her stamp, and handed it in.
Oh, so she's now enlisted?
whatchamacallit? I tear up the enlistment form.
Okay.
Same here.
So y'all just tear up your enlistment form.
Well,
and
the one I
return the
signed.
waivers?
Not
Yeah.
paying attention. Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's fine.
All right. He takes the waivers that are signed. Everyone signed the waiver?
Yes.
Yes.
Mavis?
Did I just drop out again, or did you hear me?
Yeah.
I heard you.
No, we heard it.
You didn't sign the waiver? Okay. Fair. He takes the 4 signed waivers. All right. We will accept payment for goblins in the number of ears you bring back. Always this one, preferably. If you cannot collect this ear, the goblin's not worth it.
Why is it got to be that here?
Well, if you could just take whichever, you could get double payment for each goblin, yes?
Okay.
But you said
Yes.
it's not worth it, isn't
How
it? I
do
mean,
you know which one is which?
It'd be the right ear, I guess.
it's the left.
Fairly easy to tell, yeah.
What is right?
They have this, he pulls down a chart. In basic anatomy, the ear is formed with the canal here and going out this direction. If the canal is here and it goes out this direction, it's worth money.
I'm leaving.
This one is not. You get the feeling he's actually done this several times.
So you said if the ear isn't there, then it's not worth it. Are you telling me that there's still
No payment.
Why don't y'all
insight?
just make it the nose or something?
Insight.
Every goblin's only got one nose.
Right? Fucking-
If you bring back a chain of noses, then so be it. But you won't get paid for a nose and an ear.
Okay.
Wait, what?
Where were you? Where did you
Fucking
dispatch?
bandits.
One or the other. One or the other.
But how do you know? Oh, I see. All ears or all noses. Is that what we're saying?
That's what he's saying.
I'm going to collect
Finias has already figured something out in this, I'm sure.
Well, yeah, bring back the ears. There's 2 of them.
No, you bring back a circle of left ears, you have someone else bring back the noses, and you just suddenly kill twice the number of goblins.
And
Yeah.
bring back a circle of right ears.
You're not supposed to tell us that.
All
So,
right.
where did you dispatch the army at again, so that we can go in a different location?
One unit is headed to the southwest, the other headed to the southeast. They're supposed to make a sweep and meet near the road towards Silvery Moon.
So let's just stay on the road.
Have you guys notified Silvery Moon of this problem as well, since it is on their borders?
We've dispatched a rider. I don't know if he made it.
Okay.
He's dead.
You're optimistic, Foedrin.
Oh, all messengers die. We know that.
Is there a portal to Silvery Moon?
It's Waterdeep.
Oh, okay.
Where's Waterdeep at again?
South. of
Far
Silvery.
south on the coast.
Southwest.
Way far southwest on the coast.
Oh.
You can step through the portal and this you'll be much too far away for this to be a problem. And there is an issue there that you could resolve. There's a plague that's actually struck the poor quarter there. People's eyes and tongues are swelling.
Where's Moon Thingy?
Moondell?
Yeah, that
It's
one.
not on the map.
It's in the moon.
If you're looking on the map, it's going to be up in the Glimmerwood. I think they've got a
Oh, okay. I was just
Oh, we got
curious.
this thing?
Yeah.
Let me look. Zoom in.
They don't even call it Glimmerwood on here.
Enhance.
Here,
See
let me
the
ping it.
Kingdom of Many Arrows.
Yeah.
You see that forest that Sragg's pinging?
Yeah.
That whole forest belongs to Moondale.
Okay. So Moondale's like in the middle or something?
So it's technically
It's like
right
right-
over the top of
Like right there. Like right
Okay.
here.
Of Minza-Branson?
Yeah,
It's on the
which-
top of Minza-Branson?
Yeah, but that's in the
Jesus
Underdark.
Christ. What were these people thinking?
They weren't.
Fucking idiots.
You can file a complaint with the Lord at some point.
Why?
It's actually a nice place right now.
No, it's not.
Actually, it is.
They got evil prairie dogs underneath.
No, we don't.
I thought Menza Brenton's all cool now.
It's being run by someone named Duorden. I don't remember.
Yeah, it's
Exactly.
under new management.
For now.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So,
it's a ticking time bomb, but that's where we are, right?
Okay, well, I guess we're
What do you
heading
got
south.
against Drow there? Fucking gnome.
I
Speaking.
don't have anything against drow. I have things against bad drow.
You just think they're all bad, don't you?
No, they're not all bad. Just some.
I met some pretty bad gnomes in my day.
Those are dark gnomes.
They're all dark.
So,
Not me. It shows you his pasty arm.
since most of you avoided getting press ganged into the army, what do you do?
We're heading south along the road by the sounds of it, right, everyone?
Is that what we're doing?
I don't know.
How far out is it?
I asked the party.
How far out is it?
What?
How far out is it? Maybe
Is
I should
what?
say it in a different accent. How far out is it?
How far out is
Her farm is 3 miles outside the city. The rest of the farms, you could keep going all the way to Silvery. You'll find farmers scattered about. It gets more and more sparse as you go in between the two cities, and then picks up again on Silverman side.
Could you supply mounts? I say over everyone's shoulders towards the whoever that was.
Mounts. Did you sign that second one?
Yes.
Not joining the army.
Oh, then you should report to the barracks at once, and you will be outfitted, and mount will be supplied.
Great.
But first, you'll have to go to our nifty boot
You should
camp.
work on that salute.
Question: how can we be mercenary and in the guard at the same time?
Pardon? What? The second form overrides the first one.
I just give him a stink eye.
Okay,
I
let's
said it was optional.
let's go.
Follow Maevis.
I'm leaving.
Okay, out we go.
As soon as we're out of whatever structure we're in,
Uh-huh.
let's go be horse thieves.
Now you're talking.
I am heading to the silver.
I don't know about that.
The Silvery Moon Gypsy. What?
I'm not
Yeah,
very
but-
good at stealing horses
Why?
because they're too big.
We can steal you a pony.
I like goats. They're always trusting.
Did anyone record that?
To ride, right?
Right? Yes, to ride. What are you thinking?
Hey, I'm not
I
judging.
hit him
I'm
in
not...
the knee again.
Ow! God damn it. Short stuff.
Nasty bastard.
Anyway, jeez, guys. Where were you saying you wanted to go, Fleur?
Silvery Moon Embassy.
I
To
feel
the
like
Silvery Moon Embassy.
I feel like as soon as he started talking about goats, everybody just stops and turns. So
No. Yeah, right.
Nope. Fleur keeps walking on. She's like, nope.
So Fleur's the party pooper again.
Nope.
I'm not joining it.
I have decided with Fleur, it's delayed reaction. Got delayed reaction to Finias' earlier thing, and now she's having a delayed reaction to the goat thing. So you march on to the Silvery Moon Embassy.
She's always
Everyone
been
else
a
is
little
just-
stuck up.
Everyone turns to look at Foedrin when he says that, and Fleur just keeps going like, huh? Whatever. Business.
Meet us at the south gate. I shout off at her.
Okay.
All right. So you guys and girls there are planning to go steal horses. Did you have something in mind with that?
A goat.
Yeah, we're enlisted. Air quotes.
You're enlisted.
So
You
you're
signed it.
going to the
I didn't
barracks.
sign anything. I'm the only one who didn't sign fuck all.
You're going to go to the barracks.
I just signed the first one because I want some cash.
Wait, he just
Okay.
said show up if we're enlisted. Like,
Yeah.
yeah.
He didn't say bring the paper.
Yeah, how are they going to even know? Yeah. Let's go get some horses, guys.
Okay. So
Who's the
you
criminal
Uh-oh.
mastermind here? Come on.
I don't know about this.
You
It's
guys,
you, Maevis. I've been trying to get you to help me with schemes for years.
Well, you have to have the
What if
right
we
idea.
what if we kill all them goblins and they don't pay us because we stole these horses?
We didn't steal, we borrowed. And they technically are going to give them to us.
And technically, we do not actually have to kill the goblin.
And we could just bring them back and just return them.
Yeah, we're renting them.
See, here's the
They're the
You cut
goblins
here.
regenerate?
no.
That's
You-
trolls.
Oh,
You cut whichever body part we are cutting off of these things, but you do not kill them. Instead, you trap them all. You bring them with you. If they refuse to pay, you threaten to release them all into the city. Trust me, they will pay. And then we go out. We kill all the things in the streets. Everybody wins.
We're capturing goblins?
I would never do this.
I'm just saying, if you wanted to ensure your payment.
I think we're enslaving goblins.
I don't think we should do that. That sounds like it's a lot more trouble than it's worth.
Oh, I'm sure it is. But again, if you were just wanting to make sure you get paid, that's how you make sure you get paid.
I always
Now I
get paid.
remember. Now I remember why I don't go on trips with you.
so
You get me into trouble.
You know what? You don't get paid. That is your problem, not mine.
you're talking and walking?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, yes.
I always make sure to have backup. Like to go back on their work.
You talk and walk. You make it to the barracks. Going inside, what's the first thing you're going to say? Well, once you get inside, you notice there's the people on duty at the barracks today. Luckily, you know them. Is James and Harold.
James, Harold.
Finias and the rest of the gang. To what do we owe the pleasure?
Well, we've come to collect our horses because we've got
To meet up with the other.
guards south of town.
Yes.
We've been sent on patrol. Look,
You-
we've just, I didn't say look, we've just enlisted.
You enlisted? I never took you as the type, says Harold.
Well, they said it pays well.
I mean,
They lied.
fed every day, place to stay. I mean,
Well, all right. You should have joined the guard instead.
yeah, there's plenty of time for that.
Well, you heard them, James. Get them their gear. James goes around to the front.
Actually, I prefer my own. we just really need the horses.
Well, it's not for me to decide. We still got to give you the tabards. I don't care what you do with it.
We're actually on a bit of a stealth mission.
So it'd probably be bad for those to be seen.
Yeah. So if you want to skip those and just hook us up with the horses.
You see, he's kind of thinking it over. Yeah. He waits till James is gone. You didn't really enlist, did you?
I am offended. Of course I enlisted.
Finias, come on.
Well, one of us did. So does that count?
This is James or this is Harold?
This is Harold. He's the older one.
Harold. Come on. Just give us the horses. We're going to help. Just give us the horses.
One of us enlisted. Does that count for something?
You get your horses. Just come clean. You didn't really enlist, did you?
Of course I did.
All right. I'll believe you. I'll buy it. James, get these soldiers their horses.
Never mind.
You can roll against my deception.
Okay.
What is that? Insight?
Yeah, it's his insight.
Whoa.
Yeah. He's a wily old fox. Get the soldiers their horses,
Fine.
James.
Okay, fine. You're right. Just keep it on the down low. We'll bring them back. It'll be fine.
I trust you, Finias. You've never really done anything too bad.
I only want to help people. And
On that one, I'd agree. They bring around 4 horses.
I do.
Of the apocalypse?
Yep.
It is now.
Yeah, I will call you Death, and you will be
4?
Pestilence.
Just 4?
There's only 4 of you here.
Is there a goat?
No, there's 4 horses.
Do you have a goat?
Who told you about that?
I'll keep your secret if you keep
Foedrin?
mine.
What are you talking about?
You need a goat? He looks over.
I can ride a horse. Look at me.
Bring out that old nanny. We milk her for our breakfast cereals.
What's his
Saddle her
name?
up. Send her into battle.
What's his name?
Old Nanny.
Lola.
Old Nanny?
Yeah, their name's Lola.
Lola?
They bring out an old nanny goat with a bell.
Very personally interested in.
There you go, Foedrin. There's your mount. Bring her back.
I trust his steed.
Oh, could you please do a favor and please ride him back? I do not want to see what happens when you ride goat.
You leave old Nanny alone.
I'm not gonna lie, I kind of want to see this.
So, write it down. She's an old nanny goat named Lola. She has a big bell.
The rest are standard horses.
A bell?
Yeah, it's a big bell.
Why not?
Like cowbell, but goat bell?
Yeah, it's a cowbell on a goat. Yeah.
You might want to take that off. We are in a stealth mission.
It's a good idea.
Take the bell off, Foedrin.
I'll think about it.
All right. Well,
We're
so
just
long
gonna-
as-
I mean,
as
we'll
long
just
as
let
we're
him go.
following you into the charge.
Exactly. He can be bait.
Oh shit! Keep hitting the wrong thing. What the? How did I feel that out?
Okay, so the rest of you get horses. James comes back in and says it'll be a pleasure serving with you. And salutes. You see, Harold, when he sees James do that, he salutes too and kind of winks, so James doesn't see.
What do you do?
James saluted, saying it'd be a pleasure serving with you. Harold saluted as well and kind of winked, like, yeah, sure.
I salute back. As near as I can figure how to do that.
Good luck on your secret mission.
Why, thank you, comrade.
He goes up and takes your arm. And don't get murdered.
Oh, yes. The official...
It's a common soldier's blessing around here.
Forgot about that. We'll not get murdered.
All right. Well, I'm still missing Fleur. Okay. So y'all are going to take those and head towards the south gate?
Yep.
Okay. So yeah, they did manage to get the saddle on the old nanny goat with the bell. Her name's Lola.
Oh, shit.
That's your old nanny goat. She has a beard longer than your dwarf friends. Oh my gosh.
Now we need to fill time.
Yeah, to basically, what else did y'all have until I get Fleur back and I can figure out what's going on in the Silvery Moon Embassy?
Do we know why Svetlana was freaking out over the thing?
I think you did come clean to Maevis over time, didn't you? About
Yeah,
your
because
past?
Maevis was one of her friends, so yeah.
Yeah, so you'd have
Okay,
some idea.
So
on
I
that.
do know.
Yeah. If those guys are back, they are dangerous. And she's got a history with them.
Svetlana has told Maevis and Fleur for sure.
Okay. Maevis and Fleur for sure.
And it's the Scorched Earth?
Yeah, the soldiers have kind of started calling them the Scorched Earth Band because they have no other way to identify them. They've never caught a member alive and never even seen them. They ride in, destroy something, and they're gone. Just no tracks, no nothing.
So what did we know about them?
They burned several villages. I'm sure Fleur's told you over time that.
But we know they rode in, like there was hoof prints or something.
No tracks.
No tracks.
Yeah, the knights from Silvery Moon would sometimes encounter entire caravans that didn't seem to even really be looted, just burnt to a crisp.
Nothing taken, burnt to a crisp.
Yep, it's like they're killing for the fun of it.
Right.
But with the method that they're using, that it could be intense magical fire, possibly, or they have their own personal dragon, something.
Must be
But
dragons.
has never been
Sound of
seen.
that.
It's always dragons.
Especially around these parts.
Yeah, it's entirely possible. Could be that there's a local dragon that needs to be slain.
Clearly an elder red dragon that we can take right now.
Yeah,
Sure.
Yeah,
perhaps.
maybe.
Perhaps. We might be waiting for you 3 miles south of town. So
I want to go home.
You are home.
you ride that little goat into battle. So
It's a battle goat.
meanwhile, at the Silver Moon Embassy, what was your goal there, Fleur?
To get a horse, ultimately. Notify the embassy that there was discovery of activities of the Scorched Earth Band, and to get a horse.
Okay. So you walk into the embassy. You see a clerk at the desk, and you're going to walk in and say,
Hey there.
She still has her badge of rank, right?
Your badge of rank? I thought you were out of the army.
She is.
Okay, so she just has her, I used to serve here.
Mm-hmm.
She's got
So
her veterans discount.
Retired.
card.
Yes.
Okay, fair enough. All right.
So she do that, and then she was saying, I need to speak to the highest ranking official here. And it's on the whereabouts of the Scorched Earth Band.
Okay. Let me pull that up.
Now she went a completely different direction than we did, didn't she?
Yes, she did.
Okay.
She turned and went into one of the embassies. I'm just pulling up the...
I swear we had a rule against that. Never split the party.
Mm-hmm.
Probably a good idea.
Yep.
Yeah.
I remember somebody ended up in a sand pit last time.
Remember when someone got attacked by like cockatrice or
Yeah.
something like that?
Yep, I remember that
Yep.
one.
We went
Yeah.
off into
Is that Debisa? Debisa?
You can change it how you prefer to make it sound.
All right, Debisa works.
Obisa.
Yeah, Obisa. That's it's just
Oh, we-
form. She's just she's a 500-pound elf.
Here, there, make it easier. Get rid of the Y.
Debisa, yeah. Okay.
Obisa.
So you
Good
you
old
go in, you
Bisa.
ask to speak to the highest rank. She points you to the back office, and you flash your badge.
Yep, I say
And
thank
you see Obisa, the gigantic elf diplomat.
Bisa.
We're doing this, okay.
So yeah, you're
400-pound elf.
Is that even possible?
it is now. So you walk into the Silvery Moon Embassy and go, I need to speak the highest rank. She's like, and guides you back and lets you in. There's a little bit of a party going on inside. There's some music, some dancers, and you see the diplomat is laid out on one of those big couches in the back. And she sees you walk in, looks at you, nods, keeps watching the rest of it and the dancers. Do you interrupt?
Time is of the essence. I would be discreet.
Did you say she's
All right.
like laying down on this thing?
Yeah.
Is she being fed grapes or something?
Yes.
Yeah, is she like
Being
full
fed
on
Mucho
what's this-
bo-
Yes, yes.
Oh.
Yeah.
Sounds more like she's being fed whole chickens or something.
Yeah. That's even better. There's a conveyor belt of chickens coming in.
Mucho bo- waka Fleur.
I'm going with this, guys. I'm sorry. I just ruined your diplomat.
I'm writing it down.
Okay.
Oh god.
Okay,
So you
so
go in to see the diplomat from Silvery Moon. Oh my
You
god.
didn't ruin
D&D
anything.
Star Wars crossover, loving it.
The diplomat, the guide walks in to say something to the diplomat. She gets angry, pushes the guide out of the way, and waves her hand. The music stops. What do you want? Why are you disturbing my party?
Pardon the interruption. I was coming to inform you that there was.
A disturbance in the force.
Thank you. That there was discovered activities of the Scorched Earth Band north of town, as well as there seems to be a throng of goblins assailing the farms south of town. I also fear for the farms that are under the protection of Silvery Moon.
This is a matter for the Knights of Silver. We will dispatch a rider.
Thank you on that. I also served with the Knights of Silver back when I was in Silvery Moon. I wish
Thank you for volunteering.
Can I get a horse?
We do not keep horses at the embassy.
So much for that trip.
Then
That
how
looks
else can I
right.
turn around and get the important message to Silvery Moon to have the knights dispatched?
This sounds like your problem. Now be gone. You are interrupting my party.
Never a message even given. Okay. Thank you for your time. She leaves.
As soon as you start to walk out, you hear the music start back up.
Chapunga Wonga.
Yep.
Our chickens.
There's a little gnome on a chain down beside her that just starts laughing at you as you're out. Do it, Chris. Do the laugh.
No, do this.
Do it, Chris. I know you can do it.
You're crazy.
Fine.
Dance for me, gnome.
What do you do now, Fleur?
She goes back to the temple. She goes back to her temple, and she's taking a horse from the stables there.
All right. You go back to the back. All the horses have been laid to rest. There's an old cart horse that they have for the Bring Out Your Dead Day.
They got a donkey.
Okay.
Oh my God.
I know.
The holy donkey. Holy donkey, Steve.
You take the horse from the cart. You bring the cart with you.
Why not? Sure.
Okay.
We'll turn around, and while we're out there, I can collect the dead while we're at it.
Okay.
You ringing a bell too?
So, yeah. Yeah. So she rides that back to the south gate.
We're gonna get out there. We're gonna find a farmer with a goblin on it. And be like, "Bring out your dead." I ain't dead yet. Don't worry, he's dead now.
I'd love to say that wouldn't be unexpected, but I played D&D with you.
Considering we just ran into Jabba the Diplomat, I'm not entirely sure.
Oh,
What the
I don't even have anything to say on that one.
I'm sorry. So, yeah.
Things happened.
I'm going to need a token for Jabba the Diplomat at some time, Chris. You can figure that out. Just get to work on that one if you would.
Sure, why not?
Just keep in your mind 400-pound elf later out on something. Have a gnome on a chain nearby and someone feeding their chickens. All right. Oh, and I think we're at the time for a break, and I'm going to try to get this out of my mind.
Okay, thank you for watching on Twitch. We'll be back in a few minutes. If you're watching on YouTube, hit that subscribe button. You'll know when the next episode gets posted. And of course, leave us comments, and we love reading those, and we'll see you in a bit.